How are you? It's been a minute since I've got on here, made an edit, so I do apologize. Life has been busy. I'm sure, as most of you all know, life can get busy. Yeah, so we pulled the Jeep in the garage probably close to like 3 months ago. It's been a minute, but we've made some necessary upgrades. I got a new power steering, PSE power steering pump, PSE power steering reservoir, got a new power steering cooler, power steering fluid filter. What else? We're putting our axle back in. We took our axle out, we completely gutted it, cleaned it, painted it. I sent it off to my buddy Seth. I let him put the ARB air locker in the front along with the new gears, bearings, seals, the whole 9 yards. I still gotta put the outer C's on, put the unit bearings in. I think probably gonna sandblast those things though and paint them first because they're rusted and they look terrible. I may end up just throwing them on there because the end goal is to actually cut off the barns, weld on upper steer, the steering knuckle deals, the weld on high steer arms that we welded on there, and actually send that off to my guy MoFab on Instagram. Let him do some machine work on the top. He's going to actually get some billet high steer arms put on there, double shear. I do have some ball joint eliminators. At some point I'm probably gonna put those on then as well. Main goal now is just get it back on the road. I really want to see how this power steering pump goes, see if that sort of fixes our wandering issues, and yeah, get it out of the garage because we've got something else coming up that we're gonna start using the garage for. Hopefully I have been the last couple weeks doing some planning for a new shop outside. I think we're gonna go with like a 40 by 80. I don't know, I sort of wanted a 60 by 80, and then at one point I wanted like a 30 by 40, so we're splitting the difference. We're just gonna go 40 by 80, be done with it. So guys, this is something I had wanted for, my entire adulthood life at least. It's not much now, as you can see, but I've got I had a bunch of junk parked right here. We've moved a lot of it over there, a spare trailer that I had, a couple totes, ladders, some junk. I've got to get this old second gen moved over there, as well as this dog house. I got the dog kennel tore down. As you can see, my golden retriever there, she, or not golden, but she thinks the kennel's still there. So, Millie, she don't realize she's free. She can go where she pleases. But anywho, I don't know if you can see each of these trees with orange dots that I've put on there. Hey, I'm making a video over here. There's an owl somewhere. He's hooting. But we're fixing to erect an 80 by 40, 40 by 80, however you want to say it, building. So I really look forward to that. We've actually got a guy that's supposed to come the end of this week, and he's bringing his equipment over, and we're going to take down all of these big trees, all of the small stuff as well. And I still got to figure out a way how I'm going to haul the logs off. We're probably going to sell the logs, try to recoup some money. But as far as the stumps and the treetops, we're probably going to pile up. There's a pretty good opening over there that we're going to, it's not open, it's full of small trees right now, but it's nothing big. So we're probably going to make a pile over there, burn everything. That way, hopefully we don't harm any of the big trees because there's nothing really big around it. But for the majority, we're going to take this one down. There's quite a bit over there. So it's going to be 40 foot wide. Like I said, it's going to start, you can sort of crudely, I had a line there. It's done rained a couple times, but it's almost going to go over to that tree. So it's going to be 40 wide, 80 foot deep. We're going to have two big, 14 by 16 foot doors on the front and one 14 by 16 door on the back. We're going to put a drain in the floor back there. That way, we can wash some vehicles, do whatever you want. And then over here on the far side, we're going to have a 20 foot lean-to that's 80 foot long. That's the length of the building. My goal with the lean-to is to sort of use that for storage, park four-wheelers and mowers and trailers and vehicles that, might not get driven as much. my goal is not to clutter up the shop. Well, quick inspection of some parts that we got in today. just a bunch of Amazon, you know, the old cheap stuff. I was pretty excited about these though. I've been curious about what I'm going to do for windows in the Jeep. And I actually ordered 3 sets of these. So I ordered 6 of these buttons and 3 sets of these brackets. So this bracket with these 2 buttons is actually going to go for the front, or the the front seat windows, driver, passenger, up, down, up, down. And then I've got another one that's going to go right, probably below this one on the dash somewhere, to operate the back seats. And then I've also ordered a 3rd setup just like this that I'm going to mount on the back side of the center console. That way, you know, the people in the back can still operate their seats. So it's actually going to go somewhere right in here. So that way either passenger can roll their windows down as well. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. It's not all here. Apparently, you know, we got all of our relays. That's going to take just the windows alone. There's going to be 2 relays per window. So that's a total of 8 different relays. So I think I've got, 2, 4, 6 here. And then maybe, I don't know, 6 more in here. So there's 12 should be all together. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to use all of them. Probably just going to use 8 for the windows. Might utilize a couple others for just some other miscellaneous stuff. The fan, what have you. So we still got a ton of other parts coming. I have ordered a bunch of Deutsch. How do you say that word? Deutsch. You know, the fancy connectors. We ordered a bunch of those, a kit of that, a bunch of the tools that go with it. because I want to, updo our harness a little bit. I don't want it to be sort of janky. So, and I want everything. I want to be able to just take the steering column out of the cab and undo one connector, and I should be able to just take the whole tub off the chassis at that point. What do you think about that? I'll have to undo a oil pressure gauge. Any of my gauge, like hard lines, I'll have to undo those. But other than that, I should just be able to take it straight off, and that's the goal. All right, so it's always the little things that gets me hype. Check this out. I've really been trying to figure out what I'm going to do about our headlight switch and our turn signals, and I think I figured it out. So I originally was thinking about using a Switch Pro to operate headlights, parking lights, turn signals, horn, all that stuff. Then I got to thinking, hey, I need like 5 different functions. That's going to take up the majority of an 8-panel switch, which is like $700 from Switch Pro. Or I got on Raceline's website, and they had this super sweet bracket for this super cheap Kubota switch. So check it out. We got the parking light. We got no lights, parking lights, headlights. We got our right turn signal, our left turn signal, and our horn. Doot, doot, doot. So, and then this little plug that's removable here, we can even add on a flasher button. So I'm going to order one of those so we can run flashers, to be 100% compliant. And then, so I did go ahead and order a Switch Pro. So that leaves, I just went with the 8-gain Switch Pro. So that leaves us with 8 unused switches. That gives us like an endless opportunity to do like whatever we want. So do we want to add power and ignition and start to that I guess that would be two buttons. Do we want to take up 2 of those buttons and actually be able to start the Jeep through the Switch Pros? If you don't know about Switch Pros, there's also an app that you can utilize the Switch Pros through your app. So that means we could start the Jeep with our phone. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, the 2025s or 2024s do that, so. I'm making you another